Hello students, come back to my YouTube channel Supreme Learning Academy. This is social science important questions for class 10 student, SSLC Karnataka board. Important questions, you have to memorize. Definitions, what is Satyagraha? Before we start, if you are new to my channel, go subscribe the channel and share to friends, and don't forget to hit the like buttons. So this is important definitions. If they ask for 1 mark, just see the points, you can write on. So this is the important definitions. What is intensive farming? Growing 2-3 crops on the same plot in a year is called intensive farming. What is agriculture? The subsistence farming, jade farming. So different word you have to understood. If you know these words, you can write 2-3 mark question also. Then objective of national parks, objective of biosphere, MG and REGS, then Sri Shakti scheme, then Right to Education Act. What is the objective aim of this organization? Then points to be remembered. The oldest and still existing newspaper of India is Bombay Samachar. The 73rd Amendment of 1993 brought uniform Panchayat Raj system. Highest peak in India is K2. So these are all the important points to be remembered. If you know these points, you can write 3-4 marks questions in your own words. So this is very important for your annual exam. Including this, I have uploaded the passing package of social science chapter wise important questions. If you read that much and this one, you can score out of out. The Queen of Arabian Sea is Kochi. The artificial harbor is Chennai port. Like that, important questions are there. Infosys Technology Limited was introduced by Narayan Murthy. Wipro Technology is Azim Premji. Like that, you have to understood. Next, come to articles and amendment. You have to remember. By using article and amendment numbers, if you write the answers, you can score more. So very important, treaties and agreements. First Carnatic War is between France and England in 1748. These important points and passing packages that I have already uploaded, if you read these two, you can score out about. These are all the important. Now come to 1 mark questions. Important 1 mark question. The first century to launch the voyages across the sea was Portugal. The ambitious French corner was Duplessis. So likewise, important 1 mark questions are there. What is dual government? And then why Indonesia is called vogue? What is mob? Like that, important 1 mark questions are there. What is soil erosion? What is women empowerment? Who is called the king of market? Who introduced the dual government? These are all the important 1 mark questions. Then first jute industry, first paper industry, the first national park of India. So like that, important questions are there. Then important dates you have to remember. So if you remember this, if they ask whatever question related to that, you can use these dates and acts like that. Important statements given by the scholar. The untouchability is a heinous expression of caste system and is a leprosy attached to Hindi skin, said by Gandhiji. So likewise, important statements are told by some important great scholars. Using these statements, you can write your answer also. Then 2 mark questions, important 2 mark questions. Important 2 mark questions. What made European to discover this sea route to India? Explain the reason for the Battle of Buxar. Explain dual government. What is the effect of revolt of 1857? So these are all the important 2 mark questions. You have to write point wise. Try to write point wise. These are all the important questions. Right, what are the effects of Battle of Buxar? How to achieve gender equality? How was Goa liberated from Portuguese? Factor influence the division of labor. Explain the nature of mob. So likewise, different important questions. 2 mark questions, you have to write at least 5 to 6 points. Explain the importance of Peninsula Plateau. How does foreign policy aid a country to development? What are the uses of forest? Make a list of cause of responsible for landslides. What are the problems faced by the consumers? What are rights of consumer? Why does India advocate disarmament as the need of the world? Now come to 3 mark questions. At least you have to write 6 to 7 points. How did Hyder Ali come to power? So important 3 mark questions. Explain how Swami Vivekananda was source of inspiration of youngsters. What were the reforms introduced by the British in field of modern education in India? So these are all the important 3 mark questions. Explain what are the characteristic features of entrepreneurs. Which are the public sector iron and steel industries? What are the effects of Third Anglo-Mysore War? Mention the main features of Panchayat Raj institution. Name the major industrial region of India. What are the conditions of subsidiary alliances? Explain the legal measures undertaken to eradicate untouchability. So these are all the 3 marks important questions. Now come to important 4 mark questions. Important 4 mark questions. For 4 marks, you have to write at least 10 to 12 points. Each point carries half mark. Next one, important entrepreneurships. So who is the founder of important entrepreneurs? Persons and their titles. Pre-monsoon rain in different names. Famous book and authors. Famous newspaper and publishers. Important organization. Vegetation, important trees. National parks and states. First in India. Difference between Andaman Nicobar Island and Lakshadweep Island. labor with pay, labor without pay, mangrove forest and tropical deciduous forest, organized labor and unorganized labor, red soil and black soil, western Ghats and eastern Ghats, western coast and eastern coast, tariff crop season, rabi crop seasons, underdeveloped countries, developed countries, agriculture season, climate season, cities and their nickname, rivers and sorrows, multiple questions and single answers. So for both questions, same answer. This is for 3 marks they may ask. For this type of question, you have to write answer, same answer. These are all the same question. Questions are different, but answers are same. The type of questions, these are all. So here, if they ask these type of 5 questions, left side, answer is same, right side. Right side is the answer. Then important marking places for India map. Practice this marking, this one. So these are all the important passing package for SSLC students. Stay tuned for more such updates.